Y'all already know, I've mentioned it so many times now at this point. I fucking love romance movies. They are up there as one of my favorite genres. I don't really know why, they just are. And this is a movie I've always heard like phenomenal things about, like great things. And this was actually the next movie that I was planning on watching before I took my long break. I'm finally watching it, man. I don't know anything about this movie actually. I know it's got Ethan Hawke, which I've only seen Ethan Hawke in Sinister and I think Moon Knight. I'm pretty sure those are the only two films / projects I've seen with him. So I'm curious to see some more of this actor. I don't know who the female lead is. Music is going absolutely crazy. Jesus Christ, this orchestra had bills to pay.
Es wird dich nicht interessieren, aber es steht etwas über dich in der Zeitung. 70.000 Frauen sind
I always hate when characters talk in another language and I don't get the subtitles because I don't know if I'm supposed to have them or not.
endlich in Ruhe lassen.
Oh my God, that's Ethan Hawke! Oh my God!
Den unterbreitest du mir ungefähr zweimal im Monat.
Okay, whatever they're saying, it can't be good.
Immer das Gleiche.
He's so insanely... This is insane. It's so crazy to see like an actor that you only know of them as their present day self. So like this is the first time I've ever seen him this young. Like I've never seen any pictures, I don't think. It'd be like if I seen like Michael Caine young. Like I don't know what Michael Caine looks like young. She's pretty. She's got that girl next door look.
Men lose their ability to hear higher pitch sounds, and women eventually lose hearing on the low end. I guess they sort of nullify each other or something.
I guess. Nature's way of allowing couples to grow old together without killing each other. What are you reading? Oh, yeah.
She is pretty. Oh my God. Question is, did they just go back and fuck it out?
Look, I was thinking about going to the lounge car. Would you like to come with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you speak such good English?
Me? I'm American.
You're American?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
She's charming. I like her already.
Are you coming from Budapest?
Yeah, I was visiting my grandmother.
Oh. How's she?
She's okay.
She's all right?
She's fine, yeah.
God, the small talk. I hate small talk. But I mean, like, that's conversation. That's how you start conversation with somebody you're just meeting. This is basically a first date.
And I have this idea for this show that would last 24 hours a day for a year straight. 365 people from cities all over the world do these 24-hour documents of real time. You know, it would start with a guy waking up in the morning and, taking a long shower.
So a small-scale Truman Show.
All this mundane, boring thing everybody has to do every day of their fucking life.
Well, I was going to say the poetry of day-to-day life, but, you say it the way you say it, I'll say it the way I say it.
Oh my God, what am I watching? This feels like a real conversation.
Because it'd have to play all the time, or else it just wouldn't work.
Thank you.
No, hello, how are you doing? Welcome. How are things? Would you like to eat?
Not service-oriented.
Yeah, not surface oriented. That scene was so good, man. I love a couple that has such good chemistry on screen together where, it just doesn't feel like you're watching a movie scene.
It was this constant conversion of my fanciful ambition into this practical money-making ventures.
By the time I was in high school, I was dead set on listening to what everybody thought I should be doing with my life and just kind of doing the opposite.
I really hate it.
Well,
I think I might be in love with this actress. Have they even introduced themselves? Like, have they said their names to each other?
It sprayed into the sun, and it would make a rainbow. And through the mist, I could see my grandmother. I let go of the nozzle, and then I dropped the hose, and she disappeared. And so I run back inside, and I tell my parents,
She's listening to every word he's saying. I love that. She's so locked in.
Kind of let me know how ambiguous everything was, even death.
I think I'm afraid of death 24 hours a day. That's why I'm in a train right now. I could have flown to Paris, but I'm too scared.
Valid. Sam, valid.
I know the statistics say, it's
Thank
safer,
you.
whatever.
Thank you.
I can see the explosion. I can see me falling through the clouds.
Yes, yes. Not even on Final Destination shit.
Of consciousness. Before you're gonna die. When you know for sure you're gonna die. I can't stop thinking that.
Oh my God. Ooh, I relate to this character. Oh, hell yeah.
You get a fear, no?
Yeah, what a drag. I wish I met you earlier, I really like talking to you.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want to see you get off this fucking train. I do not know where you going. She's perfect.
I have an admittedly insane idea, but if I don't ask you this, it's just, it's gonna haunt me the rest of my life. I want to keep talking to you. I have no idea what your situation is, but I feel like we have some kind of, connection.
Indeed,
right?
indeed.
This is what we should do. You should get off the train with me here in Vienna and come check out the town.
What?
Come on, it'll be fun.
Yes.
All I know is I have to catch an Austrian Airlines flight tomorrow morning at 9:30, and I don't really have enough money for a hotel, so I was just gonna walk around. And it'd be a lot more fun if you came with
You came with me and paid for my hotel.
Jump ahead. 10, 20 years. Only your marriage doesn't have that same energy. You start to blame your husband. You start to think about all those guys you've met in your life. Well, I'm one of those guys. You know, so think of this as time travel.
Such a
from
good
then
argument.
to now.
Mike,
Find out what you're missing out on, see what this really could
such a good argument. What is this dialogue?
you and your future husband to find out that you're not missing out on anything. I'm just as big as loser as he is. You made the right choice and you're really happy.
I love the dialogue in this movie so much. I love it.
Let me get my bag.
Yes. Just as long as you get her on the next train to Paris so she doesn't miss school. That's it. You can do whatever you want, just as long as she doesn't miss school. Take that step. Take that step. Yes. The movie's 15 minutes in. I'm invested as fuck already. God damn, dude.
What's your name?
My name?
Finally. Hello?
It's Jesse.
Jesse?
It's James, actually, but everybody always calls me Jesse.
Why?
I'm Celine.
Celine. Oh, that's such a pretty name. Oh, dude, I'm in love with Celine. I want the best for her. Oh my god, that is such a look. Jesse, my god, that is such a look. Yeah, this is 90s. This is 90s indeed.
Vielleicht gibt's einen Flyer.
You know something that I'm really appreciating is like just the looks of their characters, right? On the train, he was wearing a sweater that had a hole in it. Right now, he's wearing clothes that are wrinkled. Her hair is an absolute mess. Like they don't look like they're in a movie. If that makes any sense, it adds to it.
It translates as bring me the horns of Wilmington's cow.
Yeah.
I'm Wilmington's cow.
Great.
Will you be there?
Yeah, we'll try.
I'm the cow.
Oh, that's so sweet. This movie feels different, like structurally, formulaically. Like it doesn't feel, I don't know how to describe it.
We're gonna ask each other a few direct questions. Describe for me your first sexual feelings towards a person.
I know. Jean-Marc Fleury.
Jean-Marc Fleury.
You know, and I told him, you know, you should date Emma because she has a big crush on you. And he turned to me and said, well, that's too bad because I have a big crush on you. So, yeah. And then he officially asked me out on a date and, you know, I pretended I didn't like him.
Oh my god, I love this. Oh my god, I love this.
You know, I went to see him swim a few times at the swim competition.
Brother, can you even script this? This has been a long ass shot too.
Promised we would keep riding forever and like meet again very soon. And
Did you?
of course not.
The director is just terrified to yell cut. Like they're so goddamn good right now. Terrified to yell cut. Just keep it going.
Have you ever been in love?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yes.
right now.
I have told somebody that I loved them before, and I'd meant it, you know, but was it totally unselfish, giving love? Was it a beautiful thing? Not really.
But as far as sexual feelings go, with Miss July, 1978, do you know Playboy magazine?
Oh yeah, I've heard of it.
Do you know
yeah.
Crystal?
Wow, man. 20 minutes in, this has high potential to become my favorite romance movie. This is unbelievable.
I know. I hate
This shot is still going. It's been going for like 3 minutes.
I hate when I'm in a foreign country, especially in America. They're the worst. Lose my temper or say anything about anything. You know, they always go, "Oh, it's so French. It's so cute." Ugh, I hate that. I can't stand it.
I'm in love with both of them. I don't know what to say. I'm in love right now.
What's the problem for you?
You, probably.
This is such a long scene of just dialogue. How a line doesn't get messed up, how a line doesn't get forgotten. Like 3 different conversations that they keep going on in one whole take. Makes me believe this shit ain't even scripted, man. What the?
Or that represents a 5,000 to 1 split of each soul in just the last 50,000 years, which is like a blip in the Earth's time.
God, their conversation just, they never get bored with each other.
I agree with you.
This
Get
is
off
so
this
cute.
damn train.
Get off the... No, it cut! Fuck, dude! Dude, that could have went for another hour and I'd have been happy. Just beyond the acting, like, I don't mean this next part referring to their acting. Their conversation just feels so natural together. Like, you know how, like, if you go on a first date with a girl or a guy and you're not really clicking quite right, so you're just kind of going through the motions of conversation, the small talk, and the conversation feels scripted and you're not really getting into any kind of momentum. That's not this at all, dude. They could probably, like, he could ask her what her favorite color is and it would flourish into the most beautiful conversation from it.
Do you want to go See if that listening booth still works.
Just like this movie does not feel like a movie. It's structurally, it just feels like there's just a camera on, like a documentary. Camera on two people.
It blows in from the north, and it says that I'm here. No, I'm not him to touch.
This is so cute.
Baby, let's forget about this.
I'm feeling emotion right now. Like this.
I'm here.
Oh my god, dude, every scene is so good, man. Like, is there gonna be a conflict in this movie? Is there gonna be anything like that? Is this movie structured into acts? Like, I could totally buy that it's not, you know?
It's called Cemetery of the No Name because they often didn't really know who those people were.
Why were all the bodies washing up?
I think some were from accidents on boats and things like that, but
God, I want these two. Like, I want the best so goddamn badly.
if none of your family or friends knew you were dead, then it's like not really being dead. People can invent the best and the worst for you.
Damn.
She was only 13 when she died. That meant something to me, you know. I was that age when I first saw this. Now I'm 10 years older and she's still 13, I guess. That's funny.
Fuck me, man. Oh, dude. Every single romance movie I've ever seen pales in comparison to what I've seen thus far in this one.
This is gorgeous.
That's what I've been saying for 30 minutes now. You vary.
We got a sunset here. We got the Ferris wheel.
It's a beautiful setting.
Seems like this would be
Perfect place to...
What?
Oh, she's leaning in. Oh, fuck. Dude, that did something to me.
Are you trying to say you want to kiss me?
Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for the miracles that you are performing. The leather jacket's ruining it for me, because all I can hear now is the leather jacket.
I don't think it really matters what generation you're born into. Look at my parents. They were these angry young May 68 people, revolting against everything.
You know what this feels like? This feels like where this movie's going is they're going to go their separate way. And I'm going to be pissed. I hope that's not the direction it takes.
Everybody's parents fucked them up. You know, rich kids' parents gave them too much, poor kids not enough. I mean, my parents are just these two people who didn't like each other very much, decided to get married and have a kid, and they tried their best to be nice to me.
You two need to get married and have a kid. That would be the luckiest kid in the world.
She told me right in front of my father they were having this big fight, that he didn't really want to have me, you know, that I was this big mistake. And I think that really shaped the way I think. I always saw the world as this place where I really wasn't meant to be.
You know, I've been wondering lately. Do you know anyone who's in a happy relationship?
I'm looking at two right now.
My grandmother, she was married to this man, and I always thought she had a very simple, uncomplicated love life. But she just confessed to me that she spent her whole life dreaming about another man she was always in love with. She just accepted her fate.
I guarantee you it was better that way. If she'd ever got to know him, you know, I'm sure he would have disappointed her eventually.
Aw, swear to God, if this movie builds towards them going their separate ways, that conversation better not mean nothing for the future. I swear to God.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
Come here.
What?
Oh, that was so clean, but I fucking hate your jacket. It sounds so annoying. That was so smooth, but God damn it, I want you to take it off, and I'm not even trying to be horny about it.
Oh, so you have been on a journey. You are interested in the power of the woman, in a woman's deep strength and creativity. You're becoming this woman. You need to resign yourself to the awkwardness of life. Only if you find peace within yourself will you find true connection with others. You're both stars.
Damn
Don't
right.
forget.
Damn straight.
Everything we know is stardust, so don't forget, you are stardust.
Oh.
If you want, maybe there's a seedy section of Vienna we can go by, hit a crack. You know, would you like that? Yeah?
You're so...
Stardust.
This movie is so many just long shots of these two talking. Incredibly long shots. What a fucking spot. Dude, this is insane. How much does this church cost? Jesus.
I always think that I'm still this 13-year-old boy. Doesn't really know how to be an adult. Pretending to live my life, taking notes for when I'll, really have to do it. Kind of like I'm in a dress rehearsal for a junior high play.
Yeah.
Then up there in the Ferris wheel, it was like this very old woman kissing this very young boy, right?
Don't make it weird.
Do you know anything about the Quakers, Quaker religion? I went to this Quaker wedding once. The couple comes in and they kneel down in front of the whole congregation and they just stare at each other. And then after an hour or so of just staring at each other, they're married.
That's beautiful. I like that.
Oh my god, man. They stare at each other. Fuck me, man. It is so distracting. Like, when I try to listen to the conversation, because the conversations are so goddamn good that, like, I'm listening. But then it'll cut to Celine's face, and she's so fucking pretty, so beautiful that I just look at her, man, and I'm like, damn.
Would you be in Paris by now if you hadn't gotten off the train with me? I'd probably be hanging around the airport, reading old magazines, crying in my coffee because you didn't come with me.
Yeah, you fucking would be. Oh my god, dude, they've known each other like not even 12 hours, man. God damn.
Oh, I see. So I'm just that dumb American momentarily decorating your blank canvas.
If we were around each other all the time, what do you think would be the first thing about me that would drive you mad?
I can think about that question for hours and I have no idea.
You used to always ask me that. What about me bugs you, you know? And so finally I said, well, you know, I don't think you handle criticism too well. All she ever really wanted to do was to have an excuse to tell me what she thought was wrong with me, you know? Is that what you want?
What?
What is it about me bugs you?
Nothing. It had to be something. If I had to think about it, I didn't really like this reaction back at the Palmer. You were like this rooster prick.
Yeah.
All right, listen, this woman robs you blind, okay?
You were like a little boy.
Just being kind of like an annoying pessimist about it. Like, you don't actually believe that shit, do you?
Yeah, you give me a word, I take the word, then I will write a poem.
Okay.
All right, great.
Because like they're running into so many like meaningful people along their path, just casual street performers, whatnot, whatever you want to call them. Something I noticed while they were just walking along the river was the extras that were just like living around them. There was an extra jogging, there was an extra like looking tired, smoking a cigarette. There was a nice couple that were just like embracing, looking at the water. Just not like mindless extras walking up and down the street, like just extras living, you know, if that makes any sense.
And all of a sudden, I feel it come over. I have
All
got
right, what beautiful shit did you write with milkshake?
See what you mean to me. Sweet cakes and milkshakes. I want you to know what I think. Don't want you to guess anymore. You have no idea where I came from. You have no idea where we're going. Lodged in life, like branches in the river. Flowing downstream, caught in the current. Don't you know me by now?
I love the script. This script is I'm running out of words. Beautiful, gorgeous, incredible.
I mean, you know he probably didn't just write that. I mean, you know
damn
he
it.
wrote it, but he probably just plugs that word in.
Why are you such a pessimist? Is that the right word I'm looking for? Pessimist? I think that's the word I'm looking for. Like I can tell Selena's the type of girl that when she goes grocery shopping, she'll take all her groceries out to her car in her cart, and then she'll put the cart back in like the corral thing where it goes, and she won't just leave it out. You can just tell looking at her, she's like that.
Merde!
Okay.
We haven't talked about this yet, but are you dating anyone?
Yep.
We broke up over 6 months ago. I thought this one would last for a while. I mean, he was very stupid, ugly, bad in bed, alcoholic, you know.
Real prize winner.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! How did you end up with him?
He left me saying I loved him too much. I was blocking his artistic expression. And so I went to see the shrink, you know, and it came up that I had written this little stupid story about this woman trying to kill her boyfriend and how to do it and not get caught.
She was gonna kill her boyfriend?
It's nothing I would do, but it was just some writing, you know.
Of course. Yes. Yes.
Why is it you become obsessed with people you don't really like that much, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
So how about
This pinball machine is so fucking annoying.
It's funny how we managed to avoid this subject for so long, isn't it?
You just found such great conversation and everything else.
You know, it's funny. People always talk about how love is this totally unselfish, giving thing. But if you think about it, you know, there's nothing more selfish.
Bro, Jesse constantly talks like a poet. Like, he's in a book constantly.
You know what's the worst thing about somebody breaking up with you? Is when you remember how little you thought about the people you broke up with. Is how little they're thinking about you, you know? You know, you'd like to think that you're both in all this pain, but really, you know, they're just, hey, I'm glad you're gone.
Well, that's not always true.
I was paying her 900 francs an hour to hear that I was an homicidal maniac.
Yeah, well, did it work?
Well,
Didn't help your pinball.
She's got some anger real deep in there. This pinball pisses her off. And she's hiding it well.
I mean, there's these breeds of monkeys, right? And all they do is have sex, like, all the time. You know? And,
like how do they get into conversation topics like this? What?
Feminism was mostly invented by men, so they could like fool around a little more. Woman, free your mind, free your body, sleep with me. We're all happy and free as long as I can fuck as much as I can. You know what I mean?
Crazy hearing. I don't know why it's weird hearing her say fuck.
I think on some level, women don't mind the idea of destroying a man. I was once walking down the street with my ex-girlfriend, and we just walked by these like real four kind of thuggy looking guys. One of them, sure enough, says, "Hey, baby, nice ass." Right? But she turns around, she says, "Fuck you, dickheads." And I'm like, okay, they're not gonna come over here and kick her ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just got pushed to the front line on that one. You see what I'm saying?
You know, men are destroying women, or capable of destroying women much more than women. You know what?
What? You want to stop talking about this?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
I hate
well.
it. There's no end to it. It's like, you know.
I cannot believe what this movie is, man. What a shot of them that was one shot, this entire scene walking down. Like there was extras that were very clearly, like in any other movie, the focus on the extras sound and like their position in the shot, that extra would have been something. But it just feels like a person living their life in the background. But then just the shot of them walking together so casually, talking about feminism and stuff like that. And I love like her tying her hair up, but it didn't stick and it just fell back out at the end anyway. It just feels so real, man. Like I don't know why it's the detail of her tying her hair up and it falling back out at the end anyway, because she didn't do it perfectly, because she was listening to him. I don't know why that detail intrigues me, fascinates me, but I'm telling you, it feels more real that way. Also, this movie is over an hour in and it's just been them talking, bro. This is not what I thought this would be. I've never expected any movie being this.
And they encourage the birthing woman to dance with them so as to make the birth less painful.
Yeah.
And when the baby is born, they all dance in celebration.
Wow.
That was just two extras like randomly talking about them as this movie, like this world feels lived in.
When the women are dancing and being all spiritual, where are the men? Are we not invited? You all don't need us?
Men are lucky we don't bite off their head after mating.
She's so... She's got fire, man.
Loving someone and being loved means so much to me. I always make fun of it and stuff. But isn't everything we're doing in life a way to be loved a little more? I had worked for this older man, and once he told me that he had spent all of his life thinking about his career and his work, and he was 52, and it suddenly struck him that he had never really given anything of himself. His life was for no one and nothing. He was almost crying saying that.
Damn.
If there's any kind of magic in this world, it must be in the attempt of understanding someone, sharing something. I know, it's almost impossible to succeed, but who cares, really? The answer must be in the attempt.
Jesus Christ. Marry this woman. What the fuck did she just say? Marry this woman. I love that the script for this movie is literally nothing but it's just like exterior, Celine, Jesse, Celine, Jesse, cut to, exterior, Celine, Jesse, Celine, Jesse, cut to. This movie is just not, it is very abnormal structurally.
In New York, this person would be out of a job.
Okay.
How many movies are happening around them, dude? God, just keep saying the same thing over and over. Like the world just feels lived in. Nobody feels like extras.
Pick up the phone.
Oh, hello?
I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it for lunch today, I'm sorry. I met a guy on the train and I got off with him in Vienna. We're still there.
Are you crazy?
We were in the launch car and he began to talk about him as a little boy seeing his great-grandmother's ghost. I think that's when I fell for him. And he's so cute. He has beautiful blue eyes, nice pink lips, greasy hair.
Well, this isn't fair. In this scenario, how can he glaze you back?
I like to feel his eyes on me when I look away.
Damn!
As the night went on, I began to like him more and more. But I'm afraid he's scared of me. You know, I told him the story about the woman that kills our ex-boyfriend and stuff.
I think he's crazy about you.
Really?
I mean, I've known you a long time, and I got a good feeling.
Okay, this is adorable.
Okay, it's your turn. You call your friend.
There we go. Here we go. Yes. Time to glaze her.
So how was Madrid?
Got her American accent.
You know, Lisa and I had our long overdue meltdown.
Too bad. I told you, no?
Yeah. The long distance thing just never worked.
Oh, she's so fucking cute.
I met somebody on my last night in Europe. Can you believe that? And you know how they say we're all each other's demons and angels? Well, she was literally a Botticelli angel.
Oh my God, you fucking poet.
And I was so unsure of myself. I thought everything I said sounded so stupid.
I wouldn't worry about that.
No.
No, I'm sure she was not judging you. Don't they?
That's so good. That's so good, man. Oh my god. This movie is such a fucking gem. I mean, what do I even... This movie's astonishing me, man.
Everything is so finite. But don't you think that's what makes our time and specific moments so important?
It's the same for us tonight, though. After tomorrow morning, we're probably never gonna see each other again.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't even say that. God, I hope not, man.
I live in Paris. You live in the US. I totally understand.
Right, I hate to make
didn't
you fly. You know, you'd hate to fly, right?
I mean, I could.
Well, if you were gonna come to the U.S., or if, I could come back.
I think it's more fair you move to Paris with her. She's got school. It's fair you go to her.
Maybe we should try something different. I mean, it's not so bad if tonight is our only night, right?
No, that's actually probably the worst thing ever.
Why do you think everybody thinks relationships are supposed to last forever anyway? What do you think? Tonight's it, huh? Tonight's our only night.
It's the only way now.
No. Brother, if I were Jesse and I went home and we went our separate ways... Brother, I'm praying the plane crashes. I'll just say it. I don't want to go home.
To our one and only night together.
God damn it.
And the hours that remain.
The many, 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 many hours, motherfucker. God, imagine you two having a child and your child being like, hey, Mom, Dad, how'd you guys meet? Oh my God, it's such a beautiful story, son. Daughter, I'm so glad you asked. Let me sit you down.
It's depressing now.
Very, very.
You see that girl over there? Well, this is our only night together. Problem is that she wants a bottle of red wine. I don't have any money. And I would promise to send you the money, and you'd be making our night complete.
Okay.
What a good guy. Give him the cheapest stuff you have. Oh, you're the best. Like they're just laying in the fucking park having a nice little looking up at the stars. God damn, this is the most romantic movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
I've been with people and shared beautiful moments like traveling or staying up all night and watching the sunrise. And I knew those were special moments. Something was always wrong. I wished I'd been with someone else, but I'm happy to be with you.
Oh. I think that's why so many people hate themselves. It's just they are sick to death of being around themselves. You and I were together all the time, and you start to hate a lot of my mannerisms. The way I tell the same stupid, pseudo-intellectual story. Being with you, it's made me feel like I was somebody else. I mean, the only other way to lose yourself like that is dancing or alcohol.
Fucking?
Fucking, yeah.
I don't know why it feels so weird to hear her say fuck. She said it like 4 times already. It shouldn't feel weird.
Do you know what I want? To be kissed.
Fulfill that, please.
I can do that.
Yes, thank you.
I don't think we should sleep together.
I don't think you guys need it.
I don't want to be a great story.
All right.
I don't want this great evening to just have been for that.
Okay, we don't have to have sex. It's not a big deal.
I genuinely don't think the story needs you guys to have sex. You guys, this is perfect. Wow, how weird. I watched 2 movies tonight, and in both of them, people have sex in a park. Really weird coincidence, huh? I guess, okay, in the first movie, they didn't have sex. They had oral sex. Marty Mauser went down on Katie Stone.
Pick up my dog. Staying with a friend of mine.
You have a dog?
Yeah.
I love dogs.
You do?
Yeah.
How's that not come up?
Can you dance to the harpsichord?
Harpsichord? I've never heard of that.
I'm gonna take your picture so I never forget you.
Okay, me too.
These two, dude, they're just staring at each other again. Are you married yet? I feel like by all, like they've had like 5 Quaker weddings by this point. I have to say, I think like on a giant tier list of my least favorite things on planet Earth, leather jackets are, I fucking hate them. Oh, that's such a vibe. I think that's the poster actually.
I have this recording of Dylan Thomas reading a W.H. Auden poem. He's got it.
Of course you do.
When you talked earlier about how a couple would begin to hate each other by anticipating their reactions, I think it would be the opposite for me. I think I can really fall in love when I know everything about someone. Knowing the exact story tell in a given situation. I'm sure that's when I know I'm really in love.
How do you write this stuff, man? I have no idea where this ends. I mean, I have an idea. I feel like the ending is going to stick to where it's leading.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Have a great life.
No.
The train is about to leave.
Jesus Christ! Jesus.
You know all this bullshit we're talking about not seeing each other again? I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that either.
You don't either?
I was waiting for you to say it.
Why didn't you say something?
Maybe we should meet here in 5 years.
No.
All right.
No.
How about 1 year?
1 year. How about 6 months?
6 months from now, last night.
Jesus Christ, just go together. You guys are finding an excuse to keep talking to each other and to not walk the other directions. The stalling is insane.
And we're not gonna call, right? Or no.
It's depressing.
Oh my God.
Goodbye.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. I'm pissed. Get the fuck on that. I'm pissed. Why couldn't you have gone together? Why? Fuck, man. Ooh. Oh my God, all the places they've been, but empty. The world's still moving behind it. The water's still flowing. Oh my God, man. Oh, the memories. Oh, what was that thing she said about fucking memories, man? This is beautiful. This is a 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10. I'd be hating myself so oh my God, I would be so upset. Oh, but he's smiling. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Closing his eyes and remembering. Like they said, time is so finite, man. It feels like such a waste to be like, let's meet 6 months from now. Okay, man, that was Before Sunrise, and that was... I want to say, I'm curious how it is on a rewatch and with time removed, and oh my God, time removed. What a thing to say. I'm wondering how it'll age in my head. But immediately after first watch, that's probably the best romance movie I've ever seen in my life. That is up there with Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind for me, which some people wouldn't count Eternal Sunshine as a romance movie. I do. That was unbelievable, man. That didn't even feel like a movie per se. That genuinely felt like we were watching two people get to know each other and fall in love, like in real time. Ethan Hawke and what was her name again? Julie Delpy? Yeah, Julie Delpy. Dude, they were actually like, they were I don't think I have ever, and I don't think I ever will again see a couple on screen as good as those two just were. The fact that they could go what felt like a lot of the time over 3 minutes without a single cut, just talking about the most random shit, having the most perfect mannerisms, the acting while talking, but also the acting while they were just listening. It felt so fucking real, man. And those this movie was filled with so many long shots that I think just it adds to the movie so much because it makes it feel more real. It makes it feel even more like we are living in a moment with these two, because at the end of the day, at the end of this movie, that's all this whole thing was just a moment for them, a single isolated night, a memory. And what an ending there, dude. Like I hated the idea of them going their separate ways, but god damn it, the way the movie did it, cutting between all the different locations where they've been and seeing the world move on behind it. Like there was cars passing, there was water still flowing, but they weren't there anymore. It felt like the shell of the memory, and it's kind of cool because it showed Ethan Hawke's character close his eyes. It showed Celine close her eyes to end the movie, almost as if they were going back to those places that we were just shown and reliving those memories, which I think is kind of the point of the movie, even taking us back to those places to see how empty it is, because you see those places and your mind immediately, like, I'm remembering the scene, right? I'm doing the same thing that the characters are doing. And about the stuff happening in the background, life moving on around them, that's another thing that added to how much I loved this movie. While throughout all the long takes and stuff of them just talking, you could see that there was a living world around them. They were not the center of attention. Well, I mean, obviously they were, because that's, you know, a movie, but in this world, there was other people living their lives. There was other people doing their thing. There was a guy that looked heartbroken along the riverbank, like just smoking. There was a happy couple. There was a couple fighting at the beginning of the movie. You have no idea what they were fighting about, but they were fighting. There was also that scene in the restaurant before they had that fucking adorable, like, bring bring scene where it went to a bunch of different characters going through their own things. And then I also mentioned, to add on to the realism, the wardrobing and the makeup and all that stuff. It never felt like these two actors were, oh, well, we're about to start rolling. Let's do her makeup. Let's clean up her hair. Let's oh my god, his shirt is wrinkled. it felt like real people with real imperfections. And imperfections is a very, I think, harsh way to put that, because I can't think of another word to describe it. But like, you saw Jesse with, you know, holes in his sweater. There was a lot of times where Celine, her hair was just a mess because of being outside and the wind blowing it everywhere. God damn, dude. Like, this movie was just nothing but them talking and getting to know each other. And I said, like, this is just not a movie that feels normal structurally, and it's not. It does not feel like whatsoever adhere to a 3-act structure. It feels like a, how do I describe it? I don't know a way to describe it other than, like, it just feels like you're watching a memory from beginning to end. I mentioned something about, like, is there going to be a conflict in the movie? You know, like, where's this going to go? And there wasn't really like a conflict, or at least not like a conflict in the traditional sense. I think the conflict of the movie was simply the time constraint that they were living in. They only had the entire night together, and they knew that that was all they had. So they had to make the most of every single second that they were together. And god damn it, man. Dude, I know that there's 2 more movies, or maybe 3. I have no idea if the rest are as good as this one. I can't imagine they are, because this movie was just so goddamn perfect. So beautifully directed, so beautifully written, acted. I can't describe a single thing that I disliked about this movie. There's so many moments, so many scenes where I'm like, that's my favorite scene. That was the best. There's the long one take while they were sitting on like the it's not like the bus, or it's a tram kind of thing, where the entire scene was just one shot, where they were like talking about their sexual feelings and if he'd ever been in love. There's the scene where they were at the record store and they go in to listen to the record, and it's the cutest. Like, they both want to make a move, but it's just like a little too awkward because they don't know if it's that far enough yet, or they don't know if maybe it's as reciprocated. Like, that scene was probably the most relatable one, and I think that's a big thing, is I think this movie is just so relatable on so many levels, but that one was like unbelievably relatable. Then I think the scene together, like I said, the bring, I think that was this was a 5 out of 5 movie. I'm curious to see how it ages in my head. That was unbelievable, and I am going to be thinking about this movie for the rest of my life. Now, when I watch the next ones, I don't know. I might have to, though, because fuck. I imagine the next movie is just them 6 months later, their next meeting together, and I swear to God, if the next movie doesn't end with them married and living happily ever after, buying a beautiful home in France or in fucking Australia, Japan, I don't care where they go. They need to be together long term for my own sake. Jesus Christ, this was fantastic.